Do you guys as an editor have trouble getting inspiration or just motivated to create something beautiful in your edit? Or you're just looking for that little bit of touch that will just really help your edits overall? Well, look no further because I'm going to show you the top 3 places to look for inspiration in your edits. Dope. What's poppin', everybody? My name is Danny Matthews. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today, we're going to dive into a couple different places I actually go for inspiration myself, as well as just something that will really help you as an editor grow your skill and also help you utilize these tactics and different kind of creative ways to add into your videos. So let's jump into it. All right, guys. So kind of just jumping in here. First things first is actually on Instagram, but not in the way that you think. So on Instagram, there's a couple different post-production companies I actually personally follow just to find relevance and creative things are happening currently in the film industry, as well as you can translate this not just to your films or commercials, but you can also translate this to your edits and even TikTok things that you might have in a different variation. So one of these things that I really like to do, one of these accounts is called Cabin Edit, and you can see that they do a lot more documentary commercials and TV shows and different things, but watching these give you a lot of creative ideas and also keeps you current with what's happening in today's market with all of this content. So just simply coming in here and watching one of these edits can definitely give you inspiration for your next edit that you may want to do or something that you want to add in, whether it's sound design, visual effects, or just something that's really cool that they do in these edits. And you can also check out a lot of the pacing and really break down the edit that you're watching, which is super helpful. And even stuff like all of the animation of the text and all things like that are super helpful. But one of the biggest thing is I'm going to actually create a tutorial on this about breaking down the edit and how to become a better editor. And that'll be a video that I'll be coming out with shortly. But this is just one of the accounts that I go to. A couple of other accounts is the Query Edit. And on here, they have a bunch of just different, again, videos that you can watch for different ideas and different design elements that you might want to implement into your edits, and really cool things just to get inspiration from. Another one would be Cut and Run Edit. And once you guys get on these accounts, there's a bunch of other accounts that are kind of following each other. These companies kind of follow each other, and a lot of them have these really unique ideas and inspiration that'll be really helpful for you. So that's just number 1 on the list. Number 2 on the list would come out to Vimeo. So if you come to Vimeo, a lot of times I stay far away from YouTube because YouTube isn't an inspirational location. It's a business location where they are teaching you, where they are trying to get clickbait stuff, just things that are going to be better for the consumer instead of just creative imaginary things, which Vimeo really does have all of the very creative things, because all of this stuff is artists who are trying to develop something beautiful. And if you come on here, you can see there's a bunch of different categories at the bottom that you can go through if you're trying to get inspiration for animation, branded content, comedy, documentary, experimental. The list goes on here, but a lot of times I like going to experimental or music or something like that, where you can come in and actually watch these edits and get a ton of inspiration on just different types of films that you could probably do in your edits that are really cool and just different sometimes. The experimental is really weird. But see, that's a dope idea. So you just see like people just messing around doing crazy jank. And this is really awesome, actually. And this was posted 4 years ago. And you can see like the relevance that you can put into your edits. Like, people don't do things like this, but these are just really cool concepts that you can be like, wow, I'm really inspired to go do something similar to this. So this is another location I really like to go to. Another location, and this is my final location I like to go to, one of the best ones in my personal opinion, is actually coming to iCandy.com. In iCandy.com, we actually have this massive list of different places where you can go and get just cool editing techniques that you can put into your videos. So if you see them, there's just a ton of different elements here, and each one actually has like a category inside of it. So if you say want to come to this, it's like, oh, I really like that mask idea. You can click on it, and then it shows you a bunch of just different mask idea that are possible to do, where it looks like it's just layering up. Essentially, projections is what this one is called. So coming over here, we have like an infinite zoom. You can see all the different ways it's been used, and maybe creatively you can go in and create something that's like, wow, love to do something like this. It's just wild. But what I've seen mostly is they do update this rather regularly. Not all the time. I'd probably say maybe once a month. If you're also doing like your own cinematography and things like that, you can come in here and look at different types of shots that you may want to do. It's freaking dope, not gonna lie. Anywho guys, this is just a short list of inspirational things that will really get you kickstarted, instead of, you know, going through Instagram and just looking at everybody else's feed, or on YouTube trying to find some kind of inspiration, where in reality you just start getting, you know, beat up because you're like, oh dang it, all these things are so cool or whatnot. But like, this is super creative and inspirational and experimental, where you can actually take your edits to another level and really utilize a lot of these things that people are just kind of messing around with and get inspired. All right guys, hope this was inspirational to you. Go out there and get creative.